What if I told you that Windows users, after just 1 week on Linux, didn't want to go back? Sounds impossible, right? That's exactly what I thought too until I ran this experiment. Windows users try Linux for a week. I recently convinced 5 dedicated Windows users to switch completely to Linux for 1 week. No Windows, no safety net. What happened next genuinely surprised me. These weren't tech novices. All participants were professionals who relied on their computers daily, ranging from graphic designers to accountants to writers. Each had used Windows for at least 10 years and none had any significant Linux experience. Before starting, I surveyed their expectations. Most predicted frustration, compatibility issues, and a steep learning curve. One participant jokingly asked if they could back out after day 1. Their apprehension was understandable. Changing your entire computing environment is no small task. For the experiment, I installed Ubuntu on their machines, a user-friendly Linux distribution known for its accessibility to newcomers. I provided a 30-minute orientation covering basic navigation and software alternatives to their Windows applications. The first 2 days went exactly as expected. My inbox filled with questions about finding settings, installing software, and occasional complaints about things just working differently. This aligned perfectly with what I had anticipated. Initial friction during the adjustment period. By day 3, something unexpected happened. The questions shifted from, "How do I do this?" to, "Can I customize that?" 4 of the 5 participants reported feeling comfortable with the basic operations, much faster than I had predicted. What truly shocked me was their feedback at the end of the week. 3 participants asked if they could keep Linux installed, with 1 completely switching over. They cited 3 main benefits I hadn't emphasized during setup: improved performance on their aging hardware, freedom from constant update interruptions, and a surprising sense of control over their computing experience. The graphic designer, who I expected would struggle the most due to software requirements, found workable alternatives and appreciated the stability. The only participant who couldn't wait to return to Windows was the accountant, who relied heavily on industry-specific software with no Linux equivalent. Perhaps most revealing were their comments about security. None had to run antivirus scans or worry about malware during the week, a stark contrast to their Windows routine. This sense of security, combined with the system's responsiveness, created a more positive experience than any of us anticipated. The experiment revealed something important about modern computing preferences. While specialized software requirements remain a legitimate barrier for some, many users value performance, stability, and control more than familiarity. The learning curve, which all participants expected to be the biggest hurdle, proved less significant than the perceived benefits. This doesn't mean Linux is ready to overtake Windows in the mainstream market, but it does suggest that alternative operating systems might be more accessible to average users than conventional wisdom suggests. The gap between expectation and reality when trying something new in technology can be surprisingly wide. Thank you for watching. If you found this experiment interesting, consider exploring new technologies yourself. You might be surprised by what you discover. So what did we learn from this week-long experiment? 5 Windows users tried Linux, and the results defied expectations. By day 3, most participants had adapted. 3 wanted to keep Linux, citing better performance, fewer interruptions, enhanced security, and greater control over their systems. The biggest surprise? The learning curve wasn't the barrier everyone expected. Alternative operating systems may be more accessible to everyday users than we think.